In the last class, we studied square rooting of 4-digit numbers. Now we will do square rooting of 5-digit number. For 5-digit number square rooting, I must have told you to by heart or revise squares till 31. So we will quickly revise it before proceeding further. 11 square is 121. You can speak with me. 12 square?
144.
44.
Yeah, 144. 13 square?
169, I think.
169. 14 square? 196. 15 square? 225. 16 square?
256.
256. 17 square? 289. You people are taking much time. Let's quickly revise. 17 square means 17 into 17. You can easily do it by base method. 7, 7, 49. 7 times 7 is 49. 9 and 4 carries 17 plus 7, 24 plus 4, 28. So you can quickly calculate it using base method with positive division. 18 square, 324. 19 square is 361 and 20 square is 400. 21 square, 441. 22 square, 484. 23 square, 529. 24 square, 576. 25 square,
629.
26 square, 676. 27 square is 729. 729. 28 square is 784. 29 square is 841. 30 square is 900. This is 30 square is 900, and then 31 square is 961. To know the technique of square rooting 5-digit number, all these square must be by hearted. You have to by heart these squares in order to apply the technique effectively. Now, let's revise one more point, that if the square ends in 1, if the square ends in its square root ends in Like if the square ends in 1, its square root will ends in a 1 or 9. If the square ends in 4, its square root will end in 2 or 8. If the square ends in 9, its square root will end in 3 or 7. If the square ends in 6, its square root will end in 4 or 6. And the perfect square ends in 5, its square root will also end in 5. This is what we did in previous class as well, right? So just write it down, then we will start with the technique. Okay, so let us do the first example. Square root of 64516. Okay, so for finding the square root, we will divide the answer in two parts. This was the first step in 4-digit as well, which is same here too. So we found that the square is ending in 6. We already know if the square ends in 6, its square root must end in 4 or 6. So this is going to be our first step. Now the square root, the perfect square just smaller than 645 is 625 and its square root is 25. So you will write 254 or 256. This was our second step. Now for third step, you will write the square of number just greater than 25, that is 26 square is 676. Now you will compare what? You will compare whether 645 is closer to 625 or 676. The answer is 645 is closer to 625, that is the smaller number. So the smallest of two is going to be the answer. Clear with the technique? I have written few more examples on the screen. Let us solve these two. First step, divide the number in two parts. The RHS must always have 2 digits. So this is the first, we divided it into two parts. In the second step, we observed the units place of the perfect square at 6. So its square root must end in 4 or 6. In this way, we obtained units place. Now this is 158. The perfect square just smaller than 158 is, tell me, 144.
144 whole square.
Yeah, and its square root is
Square.
12. So I'm going to
12.
12 at both the places. Now the perfect square just greater than 144 is 169. Now we will see whether 158 is closer to 144 or 169. We find that it's closer to 169, right? That is the greater number. So the greater of 2 is going to be the answer. Got it? Also, I will be solving it for you. First step, divide into two part. Second step, observe the digit at units place. It's 1. So when the digit at units place is 1, its square root must end in 1 or 9. Now the next is to observe the LHS part of perfect square. It's 357. So the perfect square just smaller than 357 is 324 and its square root is 18. So I will write 18 at both the places. Now the perfect square greater than 357 is 361. Clearly, we see that 357 is closer to 361, that is greater of the two numbers. So greater of them will be the answer. Let me solve one more example for you before I give you problems to solve it yourself. Again, divide the given question in two parts, LHS and RHS. RHS must have two digits. Seeing the units place of perfect square as 4, we conclude that its perfect square must end in 2 or 8. Now the perfect square just smaller than 408 is 400. The square root of 400 is 20, so I will write 20 over here. Now the answer is one of the two, that is 202 or 208. We will now write the perfect square greater than 400, which is 441. That is 21 square is 441. Now 408 is closer to 400, that is the smaller of the two. So the smaller of two is going to be the answer. Right? Clear? Yes.
Yes.
Good. Please note it down. Okay, now I will be writing some questions for you. You will be giving answer. You will be giving answer in chat box privately to me. Please mention the question number as well. That is question number and its answer. I will give some questions for you. This is example number 5 and this is 92416. This is 92416. 416. Next 71289. Next 229584. I've already started getting answers. Yeah, this is correct. Yeah, Shashidhar, your fifth and sixth both answers are correct. Your fifth and sixth both answers are correct, Shashidhar. Christopher, fifth answer correct. Aditya, waiting for your answers. Shashidhar, seventh answer also correct. Christopher, sixth answer correct. The correct answer for this question is 267. Shashidhar, eighth answer also correct. Christopher, your seventh answer is correct. Shashidhar, ninth answer also correct. Oh, Aditya, you gave all the answer together and your all the answers are correct. Very nice. Yeah, Christopher, eighth answer also correct. It's 261. The ninth one is, yeah, Shashidhar, tenth answer also correct. Very good. Aditya, all answers correct. Christopher, now waiting for your answer ninth and tenth. Yes, ninth correct, Christopher. last. So I got 100% accuracy. All of you solved all the questions correctly. Christopher, this is answer number 9. You have accidentally written it as 10. So all the answers are correct with 100% accuracy. That itself means that the technique is clear to you all.